Hey, have you ever heard this story? Two horses, pulling a cart laden with goods, accompanied their owner on a long journey to a distant land. One was diligent, pulling with all its might throughout the entire journey. The other was sluggish and slow, always lagging behind. The owner, seeing the second horse moving too slowly, transferred some of the goods onto the first horse. The slow horse was delighted by this. After a while, it deliberately slowed down even more, so the owner transferred all the remaining goods from its cart to the other horse. The slow horse, seeing this, just thought to itself, "Why bother putting in all that effort just to suffer? Look at me, how comfortable I am." But the owner thought, "If one horse can pull all the goods for me, why should I keep two?" And so, not long after, the slow horse was sold to the slaughterhouse. This is the famous law of the slow horse. If your existence is unnecessary in this society, people won't care if you're there or not. And if you don't bring real value to this world, the day you are eliminated won't be far off. A person who always wants to stay in their comfort zone is essentially strangling their own future. Refusing to grow, refusing to strive for development, is planting the biggest seed of risk in your own life. Your comfort zone is killing you. In life, there are many such instances. Look, they might seem diligent and hardworking, but in reality, their chances of getting a raise or increasing their income are low. Opportunities for career advancement are scarce for them. Simply because they prefer repetitive tasks, doing things they are already familiar with, or work that doesn't require much thought or creativity, just following a routine makes them feel content. I remember a classic line from Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland that goes exactly like this: "It takes all the running you can do to keep in the same place." Just a few days ago, my friend Anna suddenly realized and lamented that her work pressure has been increasing lately, and the competition to earn money is getting tougher. A university classmate of hers, who graduated and started working at the same time, has now been promoted and earns several times more than she does. Looking back, Anna has been with this company for 4 or 5 years, doing a lot of work finding clients, going out to the market, traveling for business, but still hasn't gotten a promotion or a raise. She then grumbled to me, "Let anyone who wants to do this awful job do it. I'm not doing it anymore." But seeing the frustration and helplessness in her words, I advised her, "If that's the case, maybe you could try looking for a different job." But at that, she fell silent. The truth is, most sales employees like her travel a lot for work. Some even have to stay away from home year-round. They have to constantly strive to develop new markets. But my friend, whenever business trips are mentioned, if there's any chance to postpone, she will definitely postpone. Every day, she only contacts clients via Zalo or phone, occasionally going out for operational tasks. She clocks in on time and leaves exactly on time. When it comes to passion for work, she certainly can't compare to recent graduates. And in terms of experience and professional competence, she might not compare to older, more seasoned colleagues. So, what reason is there for her to get a raise or a promotion? In an article titled "To Those Who Live Day by Day Through Their Corporate Jobs," it said, "If you live day by day, then days will live past you. Ultimately, the one who fails will be you. If you want to advance further in your career but still want to stay comfortable in your own safe zone, you will inevitably fall behind. Life is a journey of development to move forward. If you don't strive, you will be eliminated." This life always has its metrics, and there's always a cause and effect relationship. Whatever seeds you sow today, you will reap the fruits of tomorrow. If you only seek comfort and enjoyment, behind that comfort will always hide abundant risks. Remember, never taking risks is precisely the biggest risk of all. Just a few days ago, I met some old friends. One friend, David, had plans to buy a house, but this plan has been indefinitely postponed. At that time, his friends encouraged him, but surprisingly, the conversation soon shifted to another topic: the feeling of security. In reality, David already had enough money for the down payment on a house. However, he felt anxious and couldn't commit because his current job situation wasn't very optimistic. He feared that if he suddenly lost his job, he would face financial risks and wouldn't be able to make the annual mortgage payments. Originally, David was a planning employee for an enterprise, earning a decent income and living a comfortable life. But he said that after working there for a long time, he started feeling anxious. Recently, his department hired quite a few talented young people, all full of energy, and he felt incredibly pressured. It's not hard to understand this fear of being eliminated, but will a stable job truly bring you a sense of security? If you've seen my previous video, where I shared about the concept of antifragility, a superpower in a volatile world, you'll realize that this world is becoming increasingly chaotic because it's constantly changing and unpredictable. While we desire security, our capacity for resilience in life is becoming increasingly fragile and weak. Many pursue stability in life, and the only way they do it is by trying to avoid risks, striving to maintain their current position without making any changes in their lives. But you must know that never accepting risk is your biggest risk. A stable job cannot truly provide you with a sense of security. An author once said, "Life will always force each of us to be reborn again and again." Indeed, whether we like it or not, life constantly pushes us to move forward. The difference is that some people become better and better, while others fall further behind. Those who make progress every day aren't born lucky. It's because they dare to try, dare to do, dare to take risks, dare to step out of their comfort zone, and choose a wise and intelligent way of living. Only by continuously learning and developing yourself can you truly master your life. In a story called "Peace of Mind is Where My Heart Returns," it talks about a type of plant, like a grass, that grows only 1 each year. Even after 6,000 years, it's only 6 cm tall. Despite its slow growth, it never stops developing. If even a plant strives so diligently, why do we only seek comfort and enjoyment? In today's life, you can give up many things, but the one thing you must never give up is self-development. Bring an umbrella on a sunny day so you won't fear the rain. The way to escape the law of the slow horse is to equip yourself with antifragile capabilities and mindsets. Additionally, you must cultivate daily habits that help you continuously grow. For the first principle, be curious. Einstein once said that those who remain curious always progress. Curiosity is what drives us forward. Curiosity is inherently a natural human trait. Young children are often very curious. Each of us was once a child. But as we grow up, we often get lost, our minds becoming imprisoned. Our brains prefer comfort and following habits. That's why we must cultivate a flexible mindset. A mindset that allows us to remain as curious as a child, always wanting to know more about new things, always open to unfamiliar experiences, which creates great opportunities to discover ourselves and the world around us. Second, use the 5-second rule. As Mel Robbins famously teaches, you need to think carefully before acting, but once you've decided, you must dare to act decisively. The difference between an ordinary person and an outstanding one lies in their ability to act immediately. Many of us can't overcome procrastination. One of the simplest ways to act immediately is the 5-second rule. If you can start acting within 5 seconds, you can become the person you want to be. Third, be persistent. Looking back, I once heard this saying, "If you haven't developed the habit of self-reflection and introspection, perhaps your life hasn't truly begun." Not looking back means you cannot grow. Chris, the author of a book on self-discipline, consistently evaluates and summarizes his life, work, reading, and emotions every week. After more than 10 years of persistence, Chris became an economics PhD and founded an organization that helped over 10,000 people overcome procrastination and live disciplined lives. By regularly reviewing your own life, you can live more awake, confident, and make greater progress. Trust me, this is absolutely certain. To be slow or to be a fast horse is your choice, but you must remember that only with the courage to strive, to learn continuously, and to progress, will life broaden your path and help you confront life's uncertainties. If you don't want to stumble in life, first and foremost, you must learn to be someone who dares to commit and act. You must know that every change is both a risk and an opportunity, and whether it's a risk or an opportunity, it's an experience that can bring you growth and development. A quote I find very true and want to dedicate to you: "The only true feeling of security comes from experiencing insecurity in life." I hope none of us allow ourselves to become the slow horse. Thank you for listening.